You're starting at 101G here. If you haven't been here before, welcome to the channel. If this video is more doom and gloomy than I usually do not worry, I got more TF2 videos planned tomorrow after I release this video. And yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the video. Let me get right straight to the point. Majority of the content I've done in the past, and sometimes I dabble in, is TF2. Now, we have an issue with TF2. It's getting up there in age. Usually games last, 5 years development, then they added modding, and then 10 years is when it starts, testing this grid of time. The longer a game lasts more than 10 years, in my opinion, is when it will fall quickly. And most games usually like this that have a big, giant, slap a sticker approval of long existing game is usually they fumble around year 20 and year 40 sometimes. Especially with multiplayer, most multiplayer games usually crash and burn pretty quickly, especially around with today's problem. But TF2 is, I think, around 18 years old now. I'm probably going to double check and I'll probably pop on the screen when age is got. But yeah, we have an issue. We're 2 years until the 20-year threshold. It's going to be probably a make it or break it, especially with the MVM updates happening. I have a very hard time making content on this game because I'm afraid that it's going to self-destruct and die. I would love to make more, unusual find and unboxing videos, but the problem is, I don't know if TF2 is going to be around for me to want to put money like that down on the table for that type of video. I haven't been out very long. I've been around probably since a little bit before Jungle Inferno dropped, like probably a couple months or so, but I still have the problem. I like making content on TF2. It's actually one of the main PvP games that I actually am willing to make content on. I have a crap ton of fun playing it. I just haven't recently because I've got other stuff I want to edit. But the still issue is, for I think since like 2020, past that, we've absolutely shit problems. At least from my perspective. We've had the bot crisis, we've had the fixed TF2 sort of thing, and it's just, I don't know. It is very hard to be on TF2's I want this to live side. Instead of, those fixed TF2, let TF2 live sort of mentality. I feel like, at this point they have us on life support, but, if the community, like, basically for the community example, the workshop now has community fixes where you can have, community fixes, the devs will look over it, or the singular dev that's currently working on it. All of the, community changes, they can probably add those in and have them, fix it, because that's where the direction they're going. A lot of the actually, almost all their content nowadays, or all of it, either one, I don't 100% on track with TF2, but it's all creative, like community driven. So we have several options here. We can try to get their attention to basically say fix your game, or we can try to figure out a way to fix it ourselves, suggest to the developers how to fix it with these certain ways of the coding, and see if it works. Same thing with some of the visual bugs. I've seen a lot of like Steam Workshop fixing visual bugs, or like certain crit types, or certain models not showing. It's just Valve is slowly handling us the key to TF2 over the years with updates, cosmetic updates, like community events, stuff like that. Basically, the game is sort of in our hands now, and all they have to do is look at it and greenlight it. Problem is, I don't know how long we're having. Like many people, I do agree we have 2 years left of TF2. And it's not going to be all gone. We'll still have community servers, but not everybody likes community. Everybody likes that click, we go into a game, we go. And some community servers do not have the same things as others, because some community servers have custom auto balance. They have their own wacky variants of the map. They have their own like weapon pool, what cosmetics are allowed, stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, community servers are awesome on their own, but a lot of people don't want to go through the menu of the custom games. They want the click, plug, and play. We're sort of in that. For example, modded Minecraft's like that. You go to CurseForge, Fabric, or any other thing that you use to get mods for. Same with like Thunderstorm and all the other stuff. You click the mod pack, you click the mods you want, you press play, it loads up the mods, and you go. That's the same way with the workshop. You click, go. And it's been like that for years with the people that want to do mods or additions to their game. They want an easy way to play the game. The more harder you make it to play the game or queue in your game, the less people are wanting to play. Now, there's a crap ton of issues. Like, to be honestly, I'm shooting a dead horse here. Everybody knows things are going to shit. I can easily just grab a crap ton of YouTubers, throw it on the table, chop up their words, and put it into a script and tell you everything that's wrong currently with TF2. But I have noticed over the years I've gotten pretty complacent and not want to talk about it. Mostly because we are tired of hearing the same story. TF2 gets an update, content comes in, we are all happy, Valve sees that we are giving them money, they see that, We give them the time, the player count, and the money, and now they repeat the same process. They fix the problem, and apparently, according to a bunch of other sources, a lot of the problems that have been in our updates are reoccurring now. Which I didn't even was aware of that. I just thought they were all different bugs, and I just didn't pay heed to it. I thought they'll get to it when they get to it. But where I'm at the crossroad, and I've been at this since I disappeared for a little bit. Like I took a break for YouTube for about a year or two, and I came back, and I still have the question: do I still want to play TF2? Do I want to play TF2? Do I want to make content on TF2? And to be honest, I'm at the stage where I don't know how much longer TF2 is going to exist. So I'm going to try to make content when I can on TF2 as long as it's up. Granted, there will still be community servers after the last update for TF2. But I don't know when the update is. Nobody does. And I'm hoping this MVM update fixes a lot of things, but to be honest, with the track record, I have no high hopes anymore. I remember Fix TF2. I originally did not sign Fix TF2 because I didn't feel like it would work. At the time, I really didn't think it would work. Because a lot of like bigger companies now, they've got other games to take care of. They got long as like if there's not a dev team or a big enough dev team or a singular person in there, updates are not going to happen. There's one person on the developing team, to my knowledge, and it takes a lot of work to deal with either spaghetti code or coming up with new content. So, we're in a day and age where there's so many fucking games. There's not a game that can replace TF2 for me. I've tried Overwatch. I have tried Marvels. Heck, I even did Wild Assault, which is like more of a battlefield, but it had like the hero shooter aspect. None of it. I've tried multiple other multiplayer. I even tried fucking CS:GO for a while too. Just to cut off the edge. Change things up. That didn't work. There's not a game that can replace TF2 that easily. So if we don't have anything to replace it with, what happens when it disappears? What game are we going to play next? The closest thing I have to a hero shooter that I enjoy as much as TF2 is the finals. That's it. Like, fuck, even though my taste has changed over the years with games, I can't find a replacement for TF2. What am I going to do? If I got the sudden itch to play TF2, and TF2 has had no updates in years to fix any of the problems that make it buggy, and community servers are not what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for the feeling of casual, able to plug in, jump in and jump out different servers, queue while I'm queuing inside of a server without like, a click of a button instead of, scrolling through the tabs. Like, it sounds like I'm lazy, but to be honest, I that's all I need. We're in a day and age where things go too fast. Too many games are on the board that are in completely different categories. And there's so many other games going to shit. I just want TF2 to live. I don't care about the fixed TF2 movement. I don't care about any movement with TF2. I just want TF2 to live longer. Just a little bit. I want to see this game live more than the 20 life expectancy in most games like this. Heck, TF2's lifespan is spectacular compared to most like PvP shooters. I want to wake up, turn on TF2, and enjoy myself. That's all I ask. I've done the trading. That would burn me out. I miss playing the game, and I'm coming back slowly. I'm just a little bit distracted. I don't know. This MVM update is going to be my make it or break it. As horrible as it sounds, if MVM's shit with the new update, I'm probably going to be gone from TF2 for a very long time. I might hop in for a while, find a community server, make some content with that, but with casual, I don't think I'll come back. It has happened before. I have disappeared multiple times off of TF2. I'm just hoping this time around I don't have to. But until then, when I have the time, I'll make TF2. I really want to see this game live again. It may not get back to where it was, but at least if I can still play it 10 years down the road, that's all I ask. I just want the game to live, not die. Either happy ending or let it live. And no, if you're wondering, no, I'm not quitting TF2 again. It's just I'm a little bit frustrated at where it's going, and that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe. See you out there and enjoy yourself. Peace.